When we picture ancient Rome, our minds conjure up images of majestic ruins, the Colosseum, the Forum, silent, colorless echoes of a once vibrant city. These ancient stones, weathered by centuries, stand as reminders of a civilization that shaped the world, but they only tell part of the story. These fragments barely hint at the bustling metropolis that once thrived here, a city that was home to over 1 million people at its peak. Imagine the energy, the constant movement, and the sheer scale of daily life that pulsed through these streets. Picture the gleaming marble buildings, gilded statues catching the sunlight, and vibrant frescoes splashed across walls. Hear the clatter of chariot wheels, the shouts of merchants selling their wares, and the passionate debates echoing through public squares. The city was alive with color, sound, and ambition. For centuries we relied on ancient texts, faded manuscripts, and artists' impressions to fill in the gaps. Painters and historians tried to capture the grandeur, but the full experience, the sights, the sounds, the atmosphere, remained just out of reach, locked away by time. Now, a remarkable fusion of historical research and cutting-edge technology is changing everything. Through digital reconstructions, virtual reality, and immersive animations, we can finally walk the streets of ancient Rome and see the city as its citizens did, in all its glory. The silent stones are speaking again, revealing stories long forgotten. We're on the verge of exploring history as never before, stepping into the unseen city and experiencing the wonders of Rome firsthand. Virtual reality is revolutionizing how we study the past, opening up entirely new ways to experience history that were once unimaginable. Today, historians, archaeologists, and digital artists are collaborating to build incredibly detailed, three-dimensional models of ancient Rome. They combine the latest research, archaeological evidence, and creative technology to reconstruct every building, street, and public space, bringing the city's lost grandeur back to life. These immersive digital environments allow us to explore Rome as it once was, a vibrant, bustling city filled with markets, homes, temples, and monuments. Avatars of Roman citizens move through the streets, giving us a sense of daily life and culture in the ancient world. VR overcomes the limits of time and decay, digitally restoring sites that have been lost or altered over centuries. We can now see monuments and buildings as they appeared in their prime, not just as ruins. With a VR headset, we can walk through the city's streets, stand in the shadow of the Colosseum, and experience the scale and complexity of ancient Rome as never before. It's an experience that brings history off the page and into our senses. This is the closest we've ever come to time travel, offering a vivid, interactive portal into the heart of the Roman Empire, where the past feels alive and within reach. The lost world of Rome is being reborn, brick by virtual brick, allowing us to rediscover its wonders and understand its legacy in ways never before possible. Consider the Ara Pacis Augustae, the altar of Augustan peace. This monument, built more than 2,000 years ago, stands as a testament to the power and vision of ancient Rome. It was commissioned by the Roman Senate to honor Emperor Augustus and celebrate the peace he brought to the empire. Today we see its white marble, weathered by centuries, and imagine it as a pale, silent relic. But in its original glory, the Ara Pacis was anything but plain. It was painted in vivid, striking colors, deep reds, brilliant blues, lush greens, and shimmering golds, now faded and lost to time. These colors would have dazzled ancient viewers, making the altar a vibrant centerpiece of Roman public life. Thanks to cutting-edge technology like virtual and augmented reality, we can now digitally restore these lost colors. Through careful research and digital artistry, we can reveal the altar as Romans once saw it, vivid, dynamic, and full of life, with every detail bursting with meaning and symbolism. The figures and carvings, once faded and hard to decipher, now come alive in brilliant hues. The monument is transformed from a cold, distant relic into a powerful, emotional work of art that tells stories of gods, emperors, and the Roman people. This digital restoration bridges the gap between past and present, connecting us directly to the people, beliefs, and messages of ancient Rome. It allows us to experience history in a way that is both personal and immediate. History becomes immediate and sensory, not just a list of facts or distant memories. We can feel the awe and wonder that ancient Romans must have felt as they gazed upon the altar in its full glory. With VR, we can step into the past and see it in its full spectrum, revealing the true brilliance and creativity of Roman art and culture as it was meant to be experienced. Traditional learning, textbooks, photos, museum visits, offers only a static glimpse of history. VR transforms this, turning passive study into active exploration. Students can now walk Roman streets, hear the sounds and see the sights, building a real sense of place and scale. This immersive experience boosts engagement and retention, making complex concepts accessible and memorable. Exploring the Forum or Pantheon in VR provides context that words alone can't deliver. VR doesn't replace books or museums, it adds a powerful new layer to education. It sparks curiosity, encouraging deeper research and a lasting passion for history. With VR, history becomes a world to explore, not just a subject to study. Virtual reality is democratizing access to world heritage. Now, anyone with a headset anywhere in the world can visit ancient Rome, experiencing its wonders firsthand. This technology breaks down barriers of distance and cost, making history truly global. Digital reconstructions also help preserve fragile sites, creating detailed archives for future generations. VR is more than a novelty. It's a vital tool for understanding, connection, and conservation. By seeing the past with new eyes, we deepen our appreciation for human achievement. As we build these digital windows, we ensure our shared heritage inspires and educates for generations to come.